would really like to thank everybody that is here today. Today is very exciting for me. A lot of times when you're an elected official, there are moments where it's a little dark, but today is very exciting for me. The fact that I can help many, but in particular that I'm out to wipe out cancer with many partners. And so in collaboration with Dr. Vaishali Shukla and Dr. Pablo Pritchard, along with Dr. Deepak Chopra, we have decided to wipe out cancer. And I think that's totally awesome to do that with our public safety, and really starting with the public safety and wiping out cancer, because with research showing is that there are 9 different cancers that happen within the public safety field. And so I am proud to stand here with the chiefs in doing this along with other cities. And I always love a challenge as an elected official, and this is what I'm going to do. Here to explain the plan is my good friend, Dr. Vaishali Shukla, because I'm thinking from Mansir Cancer Center, and she will explain what we will be doing as we move forward. So thank you.
Vaishali, V-E-R-S-H-A-L-E-E, and my last name is Shukla, S-H-U-K-L-A. Thank you, Laura. I'm extremely honored to be here. When Dr. Pritchard and I created Vincere Cancer Center, we really wanted to be a community cancer center, and for us, there's no better way to be a community cancer center than taking care of our first responders. Unfortunately, a tragedy such as 9/11 has really brought in the need to screen first responders. There are 70,000 first responders for 9/11. Thus far, 7,000 have been diagnosed with cancer. In the next 10 years, they expect another 3,000 to be diagnosed. Well, today, we're here to stop that. We're gonna screen cancer, and through early diagnosis, we're gonna cure cancer. Here's our plan. For the month of November, Vincere Cancer Center has coordinated cancer screenings. We are gonna do lung cancer screening, skin cancer screening, breast cancer screening, colorectal cancer screening, prostate cancer screening, and for patients who are young and diagnosed, we're gonna offer personal genetic screening, as well as any tumors that are diagnosed, we're gonna do molecular profiling of those tumors. We have one number that you can call, 480-625-0019. That number is live, and you can call today, you can call right now. The screenings are available for all first responders, so please, please get screened. I'd like to thank my partners, Simon Med Imaging, Arizona Centers for Digestive Health, Valley of the Sun Dermatology, Myriad Genetics, Caris Life Science, and Vincere Cancer Center for participating in the screening. With that, I'd like to introduce my partner, Dr. Pablo Pritchard.
Thank you, and thanks to Laura Pastor, all the chiefs. Thank you so much for being here, and of course to Dr. Shukla for making this possible. We are very lucky to be able to have all these new technologies that Dr. Shukla mentioned that are able to early detect these cancers and treat them. As you know, first responders are at higher risk than general population of getting these cancers. That's why we're starting with this population. Another thing that we want to do is try to prevent cancer from happening, and we look at all the causes, treating the mind, body, and spirit. So having served as a trauma reconstructive surgeon for the last 13 years, I had the honor of treating countless first responders and operating on them, and I really saw firsthand the stress that they're under while protecting us. Stress is very detrimental. It causes an increase in our cortisol levels, which are the stress hormone levels, and that depresses our immune system. And with a depressed immune system, we are unable or less able to fight off the cancer cells that are growing in our bodies. So we are excited to provide multiple methods of controlling stress with the Chopra Perfect Health program. and providing methods of yoga, massage therapy, meditation, as well as nutrition and supplement education in order to really provide our first responders with a healthy immune system that can fight off any cancers. We want to treat the mind, body, and spirit. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shukla, and thank you, Dr. Pritchard. At this moment, we were hoping Dr. Deepak Chopra was with us, but he's here in spirit, and what I mean by spirit, we have a video that he did for us, so please pay attention to the video.
I'm Dr. Deepak Chopra, and it's my great honor and privilege to support the activities of the Vincere Cancer Center in the city of Scottsdale and Phoenix, and to send this message to all of you healthcare providers, social workers, physicians, and applaud you for your great care and compassion and service to both first responders and to those who support the prevention and treatment of cancer and of chronic illness. It's my intention to support through the Chopra Foundation and the Chopra Center and through my colleagues, including Dr. Sheila Patel, everything that you are offering at the Vincere Cancer Center and through the communities of Phoenix and Scottsdale and to first responders. So a little bit about what we can do together to create the well-being of everyone who lives in the area of Scottsdale and Phoenix, and use that as a template to inspire the creation of consciousness communities globally. As you probably know, we now have enough information to know that more than 95% of chronic illness may be related to how we live our lives, that only 5% of disease-related genetic mutations are fully penetrant, and that includes all diseases, all chronic illness, including cancer, autoimmune illness, and diseases associated with aging. That we need to pay attention to simple things like sleep, stress management, movement, yoga, breathing, healthy emotions like love, compassion, joy, equanimity, and nutrition that is not harmful but helps us in self-regulation and reduces inflammation in the body, and being in touch with nature. These 6 pillars, very easy to be in touch with nature in Phoenix and Scottsdale. So once again, 6 pillars: sleep, meditation and stress management, mindful awareness, movement, yoga, breathing. Number 3, healthy emotions, nutrition, and healthy food. We can all do this together. Create the environment, create the template, create the...
Okay. Thank you. Please welcome Fire Chief Cockbrenner and Police Chief Williams. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to begin by introducing some of my colleagues from different fire departments. As Dr. Chopra mentioned, that was for Phoenix and Scottsdale, but since the discussions took place, as they're opening it up to the rest of the valley. So I've got Chief Bobby Reese from Peoria, Chief Tom Shannon from Scottsdale Fire Department, Chief Tom Abbott from Surprise Fire Department, and Chief Mary Camelli from Mesa Fire and Rescue. And then in addition, some of these other white shirts are my executive staffs here to support this. So first of all, the Phoenix Fire Department, my colleagues from our automatic aid partners would like to extend our most heartfelt gratitude for this esteemed group of individuals. The very word cancer strikes fear in the strongest of individuals. The fire services work diligently for years to identify methods to prevent cancer. Whether it's heavy turnout gear that we wear to protect us from absorbing toxins while we're in fires, the self-contained breathing apparatus that protects our lungs, once again, while we're in fires or exposed to toxins, even the emergency medical response prevention tools that we use to arm us from diseases. The American Fire Service is deeply committed to shielding our firefighters from illness as well as death. The fire service as a whole is highly dedicated to cancer detection and prevention. Last weekend I was in Baltimore, up to Emmitsburg, for the Fallen Firefighter Memorial. Last year, the American Fire Service lost 83 firefighters in the line of duty. There was an additional 20 firefighters that died from previous years from cancer-related exposures. Cancer right now is the #1 killer in firefighters. Dr. Pritchard mentioned we have a higher rate of cancer. I think the typical average American has about a 49% of getting cancer sometime in his and her life. You put on a blue shirt, or now a white shirt as we promote, your cancer rate could increase up to 64%. So becoming a first responder and doing what we love to do, go out into a community and help people, we raise the risk of cancer. And again, I mentioned earlier, we do a tremendous amount of prevention methods. We do gross decon on the scene. We've done things with our breathing apparatus, cleaning them, and our hoods exchange program. We do things, but again, just by sheer exposure to these toxins, we have a higher risk of cancer. So now, this wonderful team that stands behind me from the Vincere Cancer Center, Dr. Vishali Shukla and Dr. Pablo Pritchard, along with Dr. Deepak Chopra, whom you saw in the video, they're taking it a step further. They're offering a holistic approach to firefighter wellness. The mind, body, and spiritual approach to fighting disease is sure to help us further protect and treat our first responders from the ravages of occupational exposures and disease. It is my hope that moving into the future, along with this partnership, we will see our firefighters beat some of these health challenges that stand before us today. So the Phoenix Fire Department and our partners thank you, and the Vincere Cancer Center for this general program. Thank you.
So good afternoon, Jerry Williams, Police Chief. Won't talk for too long, but do want to make mention of the boldness that Councilwoman Laura Pastor is showing in leading this effort. So we talk a lot about community partnerships. We've been talking about it often. So this is a true partnership with our medical community, police, fire, our elected officials, and in encouragement, we do want our first responders to take advantage of this. Although I don't know the stats as far as police officers, I do know the tremendous number of folks in law enforcement who was involved in 9/11. We're now seeing that those are line of duty deaths. So continue to keep us in our prayers. We accept the challenge to fight cancer, and we're just happy to be a partner in this great effort. So God bless.
So thank you for coming out today. We are all responsible in many different ways of wiping out cancer. One of our responsibilities as first responders is at least to take the offer, call the number, and set up an appointment and get screening. The screening is free. We have the latest technology. We have the ZIP. It's a 3D model, and it will help us detect where cancer is within our body. So I want to say thank you once again to Dr. Shukla, Dr. Pritchard, and Vincere for bringing this to us. Now I'm going to champion it, and any of you know me, some of you don't, but you'll get to know me. I will be knocking at your door and saying, have you set your appointment? And what's the most exciting thing about it is offered to all first responders within many different cities. And so please encourage your colleagues to do it. I know at first it could be very scary. However, once we catch it, we can fight it. So you guys are the first responders and you are the fighters of that. So thank you for keeping us safe. And any questions, come see us and see the 3D model. Thank you.